Eamon, what's your thoughts after a very close finish there against Keighley in the 1895 Cup?
Yeah, it was everything that we expected. We knew it was going to be a real tough game. Everyone told me about how serious they take this and how much it means to them. So we just tried to focus on the task in hand and not looking too much at the performance at this point, just the result, and we're through to a quarter-final. So obviously very, very pleased with that. Really happy for the group.
You spoke about that sort of renewed focus and a strong fast start, and you got that certainly through Sam Hallis in the opening 10 minutes.
Yeah, we did. I thought we started okay, and then kind of got a little bit bored and went away from it at times, but that's us still learning as a group. I thought we kind of refocused at half-time and started the second half. That was probably the best 8-minute period we've had all year, I thought. But then again, we kind of found a way to go away from that, which is disappointing, but I've not even really said that to the players in there. I want them to enjoy this moment. Like I said, we're a fairly new group together. We played 3 competitive games now, won all 3, and we're through to a quarter-final, so it'd be ridiculous of me to be going in there kicking and screaming. We're really, really happy, and I just know how much more potential this group's got.
On the try you conceded in the first half, it come on Keighley's 5th consecutive set of 6. A lot of those sets of 6 were down to Bradford's ill discipline and penalties and set restarts.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, mate, because I thought we were quite unlucky with some of them calls, I'll be honest with you. It weren't, a bit of that was us, but I thought we were very unlucky in some of them calls. I'll have to have a look, obviously, at some of them, but even some of them I was wondering what they were for. I thought the group showed some real steel, and then we go and concede on last play from a kick as well, so I was disappointed to concede, but really, really proud of the group, how they conducted themselves and worked really hard in that period, because they put us under immense pressure, and we kept turning them away. The other 2 tries, they're the ones that are disappointing, but like I said to you, we found a way to go and win today, and ultimately that's all that mattered in this game. It's a knockout game.
On that sort of 8-minute period, 4 minutes either side of half-time, you've scored 20 points. Is that the game breaker for you? Is that what's carried Bradford over the line?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I do. I thought we were good in that period, but like you allude to, 2 4-minute periods of us doing something really well. We have to recognise why didn't we for the other 36 minutes, and what can we do to be better. And that's the good thing about being so early on in the game. We find out what we're doing well, and then what we need to try and do is do that for longer periods of time. So again, I thought the group, when we got to our highest levels today, looked fantastic. We just want to be at that level more consistently.
Is that the challenge moving forward, to try and ascertain why you've only seen those flashes of brilliance?
Yeah, I think we know why. It's just doing it under pressure, and we're early on into the season, 3 games in. We're not going to be perfect at this stage, and we don't need to be. I talk about it a lot just in terms of our effort areas, and I think we've nailed that for 3 games, and that's what matters at the stage of this year. We get to add the little bits to that, but it's got to come quickly.
How much disruption did the injury to Lee Gaskell in training on Friday cause?
Yeah, it does. Obviously, you prep all week, and in your last session you lose him, but we're very lucky. We've got a squad. I thought Billy came in and did a great job. He competes hard, and he kept his game simple, which is good. Obviously, you can see sometimes just some of our good ball sets, we lacked a little bit of connection, but it wasn't through lack of effort. We were almost trying too hard at the time. So Billy got his chance today and was really well. Obviously, you lose a player of Gaskell's ability, it's going to hurt you in some respect, but I thought the group responded fantastically.
What's he done, and how long's he out for?
No, he's got illness, so he'll be alright.
You reckon he'll be alright?
Yeah, it's just got a bit of illness. We've had it through the camp, so he'll be alright.
And obviously, Billy Jowett, I don't know if he was in your first team plans at all, but he's obviously responded and didn't look out of place at all with Jordan Lee in the halves today, offering, as we said, that utility value.
Yeah, he was great, and we all love Billy. He's got great energy. He's obviously really disappointed not to be in the team. I think he was disappointed at the start of the week not being in the team, but understood it. I just love his attitude. He worked really hard. I spoke to him yesterday, and he was clear. I'll do my job. I'll work hard, and that's what he did. So I'm really happy for Billy.
Michael Lawrence obviously finally made appearance. 350. Has he come through unscathed? And obviously you can see what it means to him out there on the field. A real leader, a lot of respect from everybody, including the opposition.
Yeah, absolutely. We've missed him. You could see that. I could see that in the week in training when we didn't notice it too much when he wasn't there, but when he came back, I was like, yeah, we're missing his leadership. He leads by example. He speaks when he needs to, and everyone listens. So great occasion for him and his family today. And, it was a huge drive in us making sure that we got the result as well.
You've mentioned obviously you're not happy about conceding those 2 tries, which was that sort of mini Keithley fight back at the end there. Obviously, Eamon, how much concern is there, that there was like those 6 games in those penalties? I know you've mentioned that some of those you're a bit, you need to watch back and see if there were, but obviously, again, a lot of people here will look and think, well, it's a penalty, a set restart that has put pressure unnecessarily on that Bradford line.
Yeah, as one thing we've got to understand is that the opposition are going to have a say in the game, so we've just got to respond in that. We have no right just to think that the opposition won't put us under pressure. That's what we're looking at now is, well, how do we negate that? And if that's through better discipline, that's through better discipline, but we are going to have periods where we have to defend our line. I think what we've shown in the first half was that we did it really, really well. We're probably doing a little bit too much of it at the minute, so I'm not saying all the penalties weren't genuine penalties. My first view on it, I thought there was a few that we were unlucky with. But we'll look at ourselves before we look at anyone else. It's down to us to make sure that we're cleaner in that respect. I spoke last week and said, I thought we lacked intent in our start. There were maybe periods of that where we probably took our foot off the gas a little bit, but that could be the fact that Keithley put us under some pressure and we didn't handle it as well as we did. So I've got to give credit to them in that respect. We're going to have a look closer to home and see where we can be better. There's
a period in that first half where Bradford could see the dropout, and Aidan McGowan, I think it ends up being 65-70 metres and possession to Bradford.
Yeah, 100% a miss kick. Yeah, but I was happy when he did it, so I'll chat to him about that and say, did you practice that? But it just shows you with the slope, it's a big slope. It surprised me when I came in, it's a fair old slope, so use that to his advantage there. We've got a good bounce. So yeah, it was a good way to get the ball back.
On reflection then, Eamon, obviously you knew it was going to be a hostile atmosphere here, nearly 4,000 in attendance. You must be happy now you're in the quarter-final draw and you've got a home tie against Swinton.
Yeah, absolutely. That was the goal, to come to win and be in the draw for the next round, so the lads have done that, so really, really happy for them. We get to refocus now. We've got another cup competition next week against Wooders at home, so it's a bizarre start to the season, but we're enjoying it. I feel like we're getting better each game. We are, like I said to you before, we're not where we want to be, but I never envisaged that we would be at this stage of the year. It's just important we keep making those little improvements week in, week out, spend more time practicing together, and hopefully that will show on the field.
These games, even when you're going like cup time, in a sense, keeping that knockout edge to it, it's ideal preparation for the league season, isn't it? Because every week it matters big time.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's great preparation. It's probably a little bit different. I don't think I've ever started the season like that, but we're just happy to be in games now. We get to do some connection with each other, and picking a team the weeks have a different feel to them. So it's going to feel like round 10 by the time we get to round 1, but that's the nature of the beast, and it's the same for every other competition. So I think it's good preparation for that.
And also the fact that you're at home against Swinton, at home against Swinton the week after, and you're sort of getting used to Oxford as well, building up for the start of the season.
Yeah, that helps. Obviously, home advantage is always a real positive for us. So we're happy in that respect. We get to go and play another couple of games in front of our home fans and sponsors and supporters, so that'll be good. I'm sure they'll turn up in the numbers and give us the support.
And Lee Gaskell, you reckon you could be alright for next week?
I hope so. Just depends how he recovers from illness. We won't risk him, but we'll just assess him in the league so he gets on.
So with Michael Lyons back, those old heads, it must be great to see that back out on the pitch again.
Yeah, it is. You can see at times when he was on the field, he looked really calm, really connected, and he does his job. I said in the week he was desperate to play, not because it was a significant game for him, because he was playing for this club, he was playing with this group, he was representing them as a captain, so I was really happy for him and his family today.
Any initial thoughts about the draw, possibly the second part of the draw?
No, if I'm totally honest with you, we just literally been told 30 seconds before it came down to you, so for me, our heads now are on goodness. Obviously, it's great. We go right. Okay, we know what we've got now, and probably the fact that it's at home initially is a good thing. But we'll have a look at that a bit more in detail. And I'll probably, think about it a bit more on the way home.
Fairly clean bill of health as far as you're aware from today.
Sorry, mate.
So fairly clean bill of health from today. As far
yeah. It seems to be a few knocks and bumps, a few bruises, but I don't see anyone, not taking part in training this week. So that's good. I don't think we've had a game like that yet, so I'm happy about that.
Just a final one, Eamon. Bradford looked to throw it around a bit more than we've seen previously. Is that something you've worked on this week?
Yeah, a little bit. I want us to express ourselves with our attack. Once we've built a good foundation, we're certainly not anywhere where I want us to be in terms of our attack, but we're working on those really crucial, important parts in terms of our go forward, our support, our speed of play of the ball. I think when we got that right, we kind of earned the right to move the ball. We probably moved it sometimes when we didn't need to. Probably just that little bit of learning, staying where we were getting some joy. But yeah, we certainly highlighted a couple of areas, and that's what's good about getting into these games. Now we get to practice, but we get to change a few things, and highlight a few things that we've seen in our preview. So that's certainly a thing I like the team to do. I want them to express themselves with ball and have some ball movement, but it's off the back of going forward and generate some speed around the ruck. So, like I said, I thought we probably didn't get the balance of that right today, but I was happy to see some things that we practiced in training.